First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Green Bay Packers. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway from Ford Field. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Love now. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First down, going to the air with Love. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Aleem McNeil able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. To throw now, here's Love. A check down here to Jones. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Love from the gun. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Jonah Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Buying time to his left. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And some room to roam now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick-6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. It's their quarterback. 28 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Second and 5 now. Love looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Pulled in at the 24. .39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. So right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. 67 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Swift. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
On 2nd down, Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, Countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st down, Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
It's a pick up at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4, Love. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Love's throw complete there to Beckham. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now Love. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A second down throw for Love. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Detroit! T.J. Hawkinson as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Love.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. Love looking deep for Adams. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 17.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. Being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Love. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Love, they go play action now. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 1, Love. They'll check this down, complete to Dillon.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Love now to pass on first down.
They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Again, it's Love.
Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Eluding the pressure right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's got room. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big run there by Jones.
It's a gain of 48 yards. And a Packer first down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
To throw now. Here's Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Love.
And he's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams from 19 yards away.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
He just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Looking downfield for Jones. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. Love now. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Love going to give this one to Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time.
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson there to make the grab. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Escaping the pressure right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
On second and 15 now. Love. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Extra point attempt to follow here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63. Packers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken from about the 12.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Love throwing for it.
Well, that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final.
They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.